Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is June 28th, 2022, and Bitcoin, as well as the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, seem to be in a consolidation reversal pattern and on the precipice of a big move to the upside. Yes, I believe that we are on the precipice of a big move to the upside. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. I'm going to explain just how I see this in all of the charts. Okay, I'm going to go through Bitcoin as usual, and as well our regular watch list of Dodo, Litecoin, Reserve Rights, Cardano, Telcoin, Kadena, and Revain. All right, so let's get started. I'm on the 4 hourly chart. Okay, and I just want to zoom out for a second and show the larger story, okay? It's hard to really get an idea when you're too zoomed in as to what's likely to happen because, you're just caught in a bunch of chop, okay? Corrective price action is by far, the most challenging form of price action because there's a lot of chopping up and down, a lot of sideways consolidation. It's more challenging to read, right? Whether you're reading Elliott wave or using Elliott wave theory, again, Wyckoff, whatever, it's challenging, but it's not impossible. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that we're putting in a zigzag, okay, a zigzag correction in Bitcoin. Okay, I've said this before on the channel, and I kind of stated this yesterday, but I'm looking at these charts day in and day out, and sometimes things click, and you're like, oh yes, this is a very highly probable read of a chart. Okay, and here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 5 waves here. Okay, let me just make this less opaque so you can see. I'm seeing 5 waves in this leg right here. Okay, and any zigzag is a 5-3-5 correction. Okay, sometimes A and C are equal, but sometimes C or A are a little longer than A and C. Okay, they're not always exactly equal. I'm seeing C being a little larger than than A, and the reason being is twofold. One, we've formed some sort of inverse head and shoulders here, and I think the technical target for that head and shoulders, were I to take a line from the neckline, and I would say the neckline's about here, from the side of breakout, I think that we get 25.6, okay? My target is 25.6. Also, if I'm taking my Fibonacci extension, right, from the bottom of this A wave, okay, to the retracement of what I think the B wave was, I think the B wave retraced here. Okay, I think this is the orthodox low, this is the technical low. I'm going to always take the orthodox low in measurements. I find my C wave to end between the 1236 and the 1618, and in my experience, these zigzag, the C wave, the impulse of the zigzag correction typically falls in between 1236 or 1618. Sometimes it even slightly breaches 1618. So that, in my experience, seems likely 25.6 for Bitcoin. Okay, again, I'm expecting 25.6. And actually, there's a third thing. There is a third thing. Okay, let's zoom out a little for this one. And this is kind of advanced stuff right here. And Robert Prechter talks about this in his sort of manual, The Wave Principle. Okay, the de facto manual on Elliott wave theory. He loves this, actually. He goes on and on about it. If you typically, in an initial break of structure, when you're breaking a large trend, right, you aim for wave 4 of the previous degree of the previous trend. Okay, so the initial break of structure, the first wave breaking an old trend, a larger trend, typically aims at wave 4 of the previous trend, okay? Of the smaller degree, of the lesser degree. However, that's different if you had an extended wave. In an extended wave, which I purport in my larger, ending diagonal count of this of Bitcoin, right? I purport that this right here, this wave 5, for me, this was wave 4, kind of a triangle, wave 4, and this was wave 5. This was substantially extended, okay? Because if you guys remember my count, my wave 1 count was this, okay? My wave 3 count was this, okay? So wave 3 checks out. It's longer than wave 1. And this was my wave 4, okay? This was my wave 3. This was my wave 1. Obviously, this is my wave 2. My wave 5 was crazy long, okay? It was extended, all right? And so in an extended wave, the sort of get back or the retracement tends to target the region of wave 2. And he's done extensive research on this, Robert Prechter has, and he keeps finding that, and he thinks it's fascinating. If you read the wave principle, you'll see, I don't remember what page it is, but he just goes on and on about this. Like, I think that's one of the things that he found out himself on his own research, and it really amuses him. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons why I think Bitcoin is coming in this region. Okay, so that's Bitcoin for you. I do see this happening imminently because if you zoom in, you see that I see this B wave, and what do we have here? Okay, what do I make of this price action? For me, I try to make sense of this. I was like, is this what do you call it? A running flat that we're putting in? Is that the whole B wave? No. First of all, there are clearly just 3 waves in this move, okay? And so I was like, I think we're getting another wave. I'm like, no. This is a wave 1. This is a complete wave 1 with an ending diagonal wave 5, okay? You see that? It kind of like, it slouches. That's your ending diagonal wave 5. You usually get those ending diagonals in wave 5, and I can show you in another asset where you got the same thing. And after that, you get your 3 waves. So this, what you see here, is wave 1 of this C wave. Okay, this is wave 1 of this impulsive wave that we're getting now, and these are simply the 3 waves, the zigzag that you typically get in wave 2. Why do you typically get a zigzag in wave 2? Is because people don't think that the trend is established yet, right? Wave 1, only a few, savvy investors know that the trend has changed. Most investors believe that the previous trend is still on, so they sell into strength. And so that's why you get a sharp correction in wave 2 typically, okay? And so that's basically what you got here, and this is your consolidation. Oops. This is just your consolidation reversal, and you see we're forming a rounded bottom, so this is good. It's almost finished. And if we zoom in, you can see the A wave, the B wave, and then the A-B pivot, and this is the pivot for the small b. So I anticipate the move up soon. Guys, if you're getting value from this, like, share, and subscribe. I don't see this level of analysis anywhere else on YouTube with Elliott waves or otherwise. And it's not that I'm always correct, no, but it's just the level of detail that I'm mentioning, right? So if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right, let's go into our watch list. Dodo. Okay, I want to show you something on Dodo. So remember, large time frame analysis, Bitcoin is doing its initial break of structure, kind of like Dodo did right here. Or let's see. Dodo did right here, okay? Targeting wave 4 of the previous trend. That's where Dodo is. This is why we have alt season, because most of the altcoins, not Ethereum, but most of the altcoins are ahead. They're all doing the same thing, but most of them are ahead of Bitcoin in the phase of this macro trend reversal. Okay, they've already put in their 40-day reversal consolidation pattern, or as Ralph Nelson Elliott would call it, the AB base. Okay, so they've already put that A wave, that big B. They put their small a, small b pivot, and now they're already in impulsive price action. Okay, and so what you're seeing in Dodo, you've got 5 waves up. It was a leading diagonal. I've already talked about this. And you got this really telltale, after wave 4, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an ending diagonal. Once again, I showed you that in Bitcoin, but you got an ending diagonal here very clearly. That's what you typically get in wave 5. Sometimes you get them in wave C, but less often. Okay, and so after that, you simply get a flat correction, 1, 2, 3, right, for wave 2. So basically, Dodo's just coming out of wave 2 of this new impulse, and this wave 2 is basically, every time you change direction, it doesn't matter what time frame, you need a consolidation reversal pattern. That's exactly what we've been in. And once we break this, okay, and get out of the mud, so to speak, and what is the mud? It's all of this price action that we've been in since June 12th. Okay, June 12th, we've been consolidating under this, at this level. We try to break it, come back, try to break it, come back. Once you break this, then you can expect, proper impulsive price action, right? And so that's what I anticipate we're going to do very soon. All right, so that's Dodo. Litecoin is similar but not exactly the same. So Litecoin, like Dodo, is already in impulsive price action in my estimation. You already put in this is a clear uptrend. So one of the things in Elliott wave theory is we have something called the right look. Okay, at least Robert Prechter calls it the right look. Maybe it's Frost, maybe it's Prechter, I don't know. They co-wrote it. And the right look means when you look at a chart, there's unambiguously stuff that you can tell. You don't have to analyze or think too hard about, right? So when you see straight lines up or straight lines down, you're like, impulse, okay? And that is strong enough, it's straight enough, it's long enough that it's impulsive, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter. It's impulsive. And so you have an impulse here. That's your first wave. This is clearly a retracement, second wave retracement. Now you start losing steam here, okay? And that threw me off. So for me, this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? And please don't think I'm talking about, a lot of people, when they say that phrase, the 1, 2, 1, 2, they're talking about an A-B base. I'm not talking about an A-B base when I say 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm basically saying 1 degree, first degree impulse, second degree correction, and then a first degree impulse of a lesser degree. And then a second degree correction of a lesser degree. That's what I mean by 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And so you're losing steam a little bit here because you're still stuck in the mud, right? You're still underneath so much price action. You're under resistance right here. You see that? You're under resistance. You're stuck in the mud. So that first impulse right here, right below all of that resistance, is not that impulsive. And so expect that third wave to really jump up and out. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in Litecoin. And again, I'm targeting this for wave 3 or some sort of, I believe it'll be wave 3. Maybe wave 3 of this degree, and we might get a larger wave 3. So here, let me not confuse you all. I would not be surprised if we got something like this. I talked about this yesterday as well. So kind of like an extended wave 3. And the reason being is, right, this is already wave 1 of wave 3. Okay. This is, if you will, if this is primary, this is intermediate wave 1. This is intermediate wave 2. Intermediate wave 3 might come up here, intermediate wave 4, intermediate wave 5, ends here for primary wave 3. Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's just very likely, given the size of wave 1, right? And given the size of wave 1 by the guideline of equality, wave 1 and wave 5 are typically the same. Wave 3 is extended. Okay, so that just looks like, uh, it, that looks right to me. Okay, so yeah, I'm expecting a big move in Litecoin, and it's probably going to be somewhere up here. Reserve rights. I am seeing, just like the other the other assets that are, the other altcoins, I'm seeing that was an unambiguous impulse. Okay, that's a wave 1. It could be part of a zigzag, but I believe, given the larger context, it's a wave 1. This is a complex wave 2. You're forming wave. You basically went into wave 1 of the lesser degree, and then this small retracement is wave 2 of that lesser degree. Okay, so you already put in your wave 1, your complex wave 2. You don't typically get the complex wave 2, but it's sharp enough, and I think I spoke about this yesterday. And so yeah, expect that next move up for wave 3. All right, Cardano, same deal as reserve rights. Was it reserve rights? Litecoin, same deal as Litecoin. I think we're in the primary wave 3. Okay, so that was wave 1. This was wave 2. You have a tepid wave 1 of 3, just because you're in so much resistance, right? You're still caught in all of this, the thicket of price action right here. So this is why it's kind of been slogging, but expect a big move up here once you start to get free of all of this noise, all of this price action right there. So yeah, my next big move is part of this primary wave 3 up and targeting somewhere here. Okay. Telcoin, I'm in impulse. Okay, I don't think that there's much confusion about that. I think that we got a actually, I would change this. I think that this was, again, this is a 1-2-1-2 where you got here, let's do this quickly. I don't want to run out of time, but this is your initial wave, right? 1, your wave 2, and all of this that you've gotten here is your initial wave 1 and 2 of wave 3. So maybe wave 3 comes up here, wave 4, kind of like what you're seeing in Litecoin. Yes, your extended wave 3, and wave 4 retracement right above all of that price action, and then wave 5 almost equal to wave 1. All right, Kadena, I'm seeing here is not a wave, a 1-2-1-2, but in Kadena I see a simple flat correction, okay, in wave 2. And again, you typically don't get a flat correction in wave 2, although this flat correction is quite sharp, meaning the retracements beyond the 382. So I still expect the shallow retracement in wave 4 by the guideline of alternation. Okay, if wave 2 is sharp, wave 4 tends to be shallow, and flat, and vice versa. Okay, but flat, you know what I mean, shallow retracement, not sharp. So I'm seeing this is our wave 1, primary wave 1, and all of this is simply our primary wave 2, and you've been putting a reversal consolidation pattern in preparation for wave 3. Again, you're stuck in the mud, all of this price action, boom, boom, boom. You've just been consolidating pretty much. But it's clear, I believe, that the next big move is up, because look at all this consolidation. A strong move up, consolidation. You're maintaining a 618, a strong retracement level for continuation of this trend. Okay. All right. And last but not least, Revain. Right. Let's jump on the log scale to make this make sense. You got unimpeachable, unquestionable impulse to the upside, followed by a complex correction that took 2 or 3 times as long as the impulse, holding the 618. The next move is clearly up and out. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day today. I'll see you tomorrow.